What you want to be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never met.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Rush in. Kill.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Jacobs. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So that's why my coaches always said they hated to take the ball off the line of scrimmage in these types of situations. In other words, don't send it backwards first to try and get forwards. Go ahead and move forward. Where's your offensive line? Let them get in the A-gap and try and get into the end zone.
Especially from the 1.
Exactly. Just move it forward as opposed to taking it backwards initially.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll run it with Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The kick by Carlson is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
LaMarcus Joyner on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 53. 53 is the light. Who that? Who that? 53 is the light.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, Jacobs. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll set up the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
We got this. On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run with Hines. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Hines. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
This is Hines, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll set up to throw. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. First throw now for the backup Breeze. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, it's Hines. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
53, check 53. Here we go, D, get off the field.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Mike, you can't block me. You can't. Yellow.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's Kelsey on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Breeze now on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. He's going to air it out deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 27th, Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job. What will be the final play of the third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside. The 20, yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up second and 8.
Yellow.
At the 21-yard line.
Watch it slap. Watch it slap.
Yellow.
44's the mic. And come scene 6. 44.
On second down, it's Hines. And he's got some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Yellow. I'm going 80.
53's mine. Got you, boy.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Bring it. Bring it.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
53. Check.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 20. Two-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Strong left. Check pass.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This is caught. A big play that time for the Raiders, 48 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, he's looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Kansas City, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls.